A reading from the book of Matthew. When Jesus had finished all these sayings, he said to his disciples, "You know that after 2 days the Passover is coming, and the Son of Man will be delivered up to be crucified." Then the chief priests and the elders of the people gathered in the palace of the high priest, whose name was Caiaphas, and plotted together in order to arrest Jesus by stealth and kill him. But they said, "Not during the feast, lest there be an uproar among the people."
Good morning, I'm Hans, and this is Friday, March 27th, 2020, and you're watching Matt, and the Rosedale Roustabouts. Since it's Friday, and it's the second Friday of quarantine, you might be asking yourself, what can I do with my weekend? Well, we took some time to find answers for you, and to give you those answers, here's my alter ego, Hans in a Hat.
Thanks, Hans. I'm Hans in a Hat, and I'm here to give you 10 things you can do while you're quarantined this weekend.
1. You can bake something. You can bake bread. You can bake cookies. You can bake a casserole. Bake something. Read a book. Read a good book. Read a bad book. Read 2 books. Read 3 books. Read beside yourself. Read a book. Number 3, make a mask. There's a contest on. Make a mask. I've got to say more because there we go. Lurk in the dark. Find a dark place. Lurk in it. Come out of it. Lurk in it. Or number 5, find a bright place. Lurk in that. Lurk beside yourself. Lurk with 3 of yourself. Or number 6, find a spot where you can sit in the grass and contemplate existence. Or number 7, find a spot where other people aren't hiking and hike there. Or if you can't find a spot where no one else is hiking, number 8, you can tunnel underground. Can't find a spot to tunnel underground or where no one else is hiking, you can floss your teeth for an hour. It's not fun, but it is healthy. Or number 10, you can do your homework. Wow, thanks, Hans in a Hat. Super enlightening. So I hope you do one of those. For more about what's happening now, here's Annika.
Hello, everyone. This is Annika Martin reporting from isolation. I just want you to know that I'm surviving. I'll be good for a little while. I've got my stockpile of green beans, and surviving, not thriving. In all seriousness though, I love you guys a lot, and I miss you.
Well, welcome back, everybody, to a little segment, Here's What I Think, or more appropriately, Here's What We Think. So, I was thinking, Matt, we've all gotten in the habit of using these Clorox wipes for all kinds of stuff. Are there hand washing habits you've gotten into since this whole coronavirus outbreak?
I must admit that I wash my hands quite a bit longer now than I used to. I did used to wash my hands, but I'm much more thoughtful and deliberate now than what I used to be. So, it's not a bad thing to have happen, I guess.
So a new habit has been formed.
It's probably habitual. I hope it's habitual. By the time we get to the end of this, maybe I'll just go back to my old ways, but hopefully not.
My wife commented the other day that her hands were red, and I said, "Well, what's going on?" She's like, "I think I wash them too much." But anyway, we want to talk about habits in the podcast today. And we're excited about exploring this idea of habits and how habits are formed and why they're important and how we actually do them and how they affect our lives. And so that's what we'll be talking about in the podcast Is there anything else, Matt, that we should forewarn?
I don't know that we want to say anything more because that we don't want to give too much away. Just, listen to the podcast Friday at some point. It will drop.
Sounds good.
Okay, so stuff to remember, stuff to pay attention to this weekend. Point one, we would love to hear from you. We'd love to hear if there's something that's missing so far, if there's a way that we can be helping you cope with the situation, cope with schoolwork, cope with being at home, think about what it means to be a kingdom worker right now. So if you have an idea, definitely get in touch. Speaking of getting in touch, number two is we would love more participation in isolation reports and reading the scripture at the beginning of episodes of the morning show. We love hearing from you. You love hearing from each other. If you have the time, we'd love to hear from you. Finally, number three, don't forget about picking up morning show points by making a mask. You can make a mask out of 10 sheets of paper and submit a photo or video of yourself until we're extending the deadline, so until noon Monday. So again, we want to hear from you. We want to hear from you. We want to hear from you. And finally, this is bonus point 4. Stay safe, stay healthy. Have a great weekend. We're praying for you guys.